timer should have started. I can't see, so I can't confirm, but there's no reason it shouldn't have. That was really awkward. The way he like spun around a bunch, but it worked out alright.
That's the last of the frills, Possum.
The fire's out.
Forgot to turn
Let's
the
go.
dialogue volume down again. Oh well. If the rest of the intro goes bad, I'll fix that. But I'm not resetting over just dialogue.
Look out! Cannonetties!
Let me at him.
Oh, come on. I knew I was close to being hit by him there, but
Not too far to the old barracks now.
having right around 2,000 opals is the goal for getting into this machine thing here. You leave the mission with like maybe 23.
We have to keep moving. The old barracks are just ahead now.
Come on, Possum! We have to make it to the old barracks! Not far to go now!
It's very awkward aiming this thing here in the intro while in full screen. I'm just not used to the spacing. My visual cues are still the same, but nice to see that still works. Don't miss all these shots again. Would be nice. Well, I missed that one, of course, but it's fine because I have to wait for that other thing to fall anyways. Didn't have time to set that aiming up, but that actually still worked out really nicely. Can I kill this quickly though? That's the real question. No. So that'll cost a little bit. So I'm definitely gonna be curious about what this segment time is at least. Because I felt like that was close to. I felt like that was probably sub 4. 359, okay. Yeah, because I lost a little bit from that last guy taking a couple seconds to kill extra. Along with some really awkward movement at the very start of the first area. Oh, where am I going? I was going to buy the Thermobunya for some reason. Wouldn't be able to afford that. Even if I wanted to.
Ooh, I am Polly. You are Ty. Ooh.
Let's hope this doesn't lag again like last. Okay, that was fine. don't know what happened last time.
Ooh,
I am Honey, you are Ty.
Hello, Ty.
Floating cars again. So like every time I go that way, there's a floating
Hello
car.
there, Ty. Hey,
Definitely
Ty.
seems to be dependent on the fact that I go up to that area of town a bit differently. I'm sorry, Google Steve, we have to ignore you. We'll come visit soon. I wonder if Steve has any relatives. I mean, the game calls him a mysterious anomaly, so I would assume no, but he's gotta have some friend, like the friend who taught him that really good joke. Even yet, none of them visit him. It's sad. This has been a really good sewer so far. All of the boomerangs have actually hit correctly. Of course, knowing the time for each split isn't going to do much good because it doesn't tell me what the actual segment time is without doing math. So that will just be determined whenever I retime it later, if it actually ends up being a run that's worth retiming. What was that? I only pressed bite like twice. I feel like I'm moderately okay ninjas. That most likely did not save me any time. But there's just a lot of awkward pauses in the middle with all that munching. Alright, I have a spot to aim for now when I climb that, so it doesn't like hit the boundary. settle for a little bit less opals from the intro. I could leave with like a 1500 combo at the first area and be fine. It would make the opal count really close, but it'd be good. It's good to have a little bit extra for later, but... Oh, nice. Perfect. That was close. It'd be nice if I could start getting double hits on here. Like, I have no idea how they work. I've only gotten one once. If I can just get some early tail hits, it'd be good too. Like that. I'm gonna try something subtle different here. That's good, okay. If I'm right. Okay, close enough. I was subtly, what I was doing was making sure Ty was actually facing his tail, like physically, before throwing it, and that seems to be working a lot better than what I was doing last run. Still not perfect, but that was good. 3 out of 5 quick hits. Oh yeah, so time for that if you remembered. If not, no biggie. We can just 14:20. Let's see. That's 6 seconds ahead actually. That's good. They had to have been a gold at some point there. Like that fight alone might have been, just because I was 4 seconds behind leaving the intro, and now I'm 6 ahead. Maybe either Ninjas was really good, or Patchy was a gold, probably both.
Hello there, Ty.
Hello, Toy.
Hello, Toy.
Greetings, TIE unit.
I need to itch my nose when I'm driving. Okay, problem solved. If that happened like 10 seconds earlier, I would have been fine. Yeah, so the time save from not having to split is definitely most noticeable on things like that, where I can just immediately turn around and just keep walking. I don't have to hesitate and pause for a quick second. That's another thing that might add up on the time as well. Minuscule amounts per split adds up over the course of 30 splits. Bye, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve. That's awkward. Okay. I was worried that I might not be able to grab that ledge there. I didn't realize that jump there was as relatively precise as it is. Because I almost missed it last time too. Ooh, that cycle lined up nice. And this one lines up good too. I like that. Jumping from that angle makes it easier to not have to climb for that. Boom. Love you, Steve. Not enough to talk to. Oh, wait, excuse me. What? What are these driving controls right now? That was like reverse from what I was trying, what I pressed. Driving this truck when it's in reverse is very confusing, or anytime it's not like the way it's lined up, like. Because then pressing right will actually make it like turn left, just from the way it's facing, and that's very awkward to get your hands used to when it happens randomly. Curious for time after freeway, just because I want to know how much that cost me there. I'm surprised that piece actually went in properly. Are you kidding me? That's gonna cause even more time. And that. I'm very annoyed.
Be careful, sir.
The piece is like vibrating, that's weird looking. Frame rate was very weird on that mission. Okay, I will compare that in a second. Let's see. 2105. Let's see. That's only 4 seconds behind still, somehow. Even with that, that's surprising. Well, Forest went good, so it makes sense that probably tied like my segment with Forest. And just maintained the time saved from everything else, minus the bad driving. Oh, I forgot, I usually get that guy not there, I usually get him the next one. So the boat's closer. the grapple thing on the helicopter? It's vibrating. I was very worried that wasn't going to drop there. Okay, well, now we're gonna find out very soon about if Buster is actually faster or not. So that's gonna be one thing we're gonna want to know, the actual like segment time itself, like when split starts and ends. Because I know that normally the Buster segment is like a 4:10, give or take, for me. Sometimes a little more, sometimes maybe slightly less, but the video I saw of the guy playing full screen, it was like a 4:05, and he wasn't doing some of the quick hits that I do. So, if it is due to full screen, then I might even be able to get like a 4:02 or 4. That map is totally wrong. I just noticed. It's not the only area on the map that's wrong, but my ult count's gonna be very close actually. We get 1,625 from here, I think. I'm gonna be like at exactly 11,000. Although actually, no, I'm gonna pick up opals from killing enemies, so it's still gonna be close. That's why it's nice having like an extra 100 from the intro anyways, just so that's not even a concern. I hope the button snipe is still like the same even with full screen, that like the angle doesn't have to change. It shouldn't, but so actually all I really typically need is just the oil rig time and then end the Buster time. Don't need to do any math beyond that. I can just work out the math after that and see how long it is. This is the main reason for playing full screen, so if this ends up being no different, then it'll be a waste of time. Button snipe. Nice. Okay, well at least I know where to aim for that. I was worried because I got it twice in a row and then missed it last time, and I was worried that I just maybe had the wrong aiming after all, but seems to be consistent. very specific random spot to aim for, but it's easy to remember. Because I stop at the same spot on the grading every time, so it's very easy to find the spot again. Ooh, that was almost a railing jump. If I realized I was actually going to land on the railing, I would have prepared for that and double jumped a bit better. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That was... I knew that jump was awkward looking, but I didn't think it was going to be enough to miss it. Well, I made up for it and I got 2 railing jumps there, but...
Hell yeah.
Alright, so oil rig time's gonna be messed up, but that had gold potential, like it legitimately did. All it takes is missing 1 jump though. Oh my god, get unstuck. What are you doing? Did anyone get the oil rig time? Okay, 28:58. I'll keep that. And I will say how long Buster takes. That's, compared to splits, that is 26 seconds behind. That sounds reasonable, considering that falling there. Okay, he definitely seems to be forming a bit faster. Like normally, the nanobots get like awkwardly bundled up into a circle and they like slowly start building him piece by piece until it gets to a certain point, but here it seemed like they kind of just went all at once. And it's really weird that specifically going full screen makes that different, but like that whole animation of him even forming just looks way smoother. Break it here. Oh my god. Where's he going? Come back. Where are you going? Oh, I'm going to hit again. Not a big deal. Just weird how he moves around like that, though. We started really off center here. Wow. And the muster time coming up. I'm gonna hopefully want to see like a low 33. 3310. So that's... What even is that math? I can't math.
Welcome back. Bye bye.
To me that sounds like 418.
G'day, son. Bye, son.
So that was really bad menuing. I just forgot which boomerang I needed to buy. Okay, 28. That's 410. Yeah. No, not 410. 412. Huh. Yeah, that's like the same. If not a little bit worse. Just because I got hit once or twice, maybe. I've been trying to turn left for like 5 seconds. Oh my god. What's my pace then? 2:45. So that's 25 seconds behind, so I gained a second on Buster apparently. So this can realistically still PP actually if Wetlands and Fair Dinkum both go good. Then I'd be like possibly up to like 15 to 20 seconds ahead. Yes, it gained.
Look at all that water. Look, the desert.
Oh, I was really worried that wasn't gonna reach. That was close. Aiming that helicopter height is way more precise than it looks. You're slightly off and you have to do that awkward turnaround like this 3 times in the same mission. That's bad. still very confused on what I'm doing that cost me 6 seconds compared to record on this segment specifically. There's not a whole lot that varies. Of course you did. Cat sit on phone.
Ty, mate. It's Rex here. Those two the man-eaters have me pinned down.
I have an itch on the top left of my head, and that is like the one area that I cannot reach while playing a video game. It's the left analog stick.
Hurry up, mate. Can't hold
Okay, good. I wish it was that easy. this time. Oh god, I'm jumping in the wrong spot, that doesn't help. Yeah, I totally messed that up, and that wasn't even like just being bad at the jump, it was just not being in the right spot. Which I guess you could call being bad at the jump. Oh my god, the fire on those is so annoying. Even when I'm walking directly in between them, still get hit. And I am gonna want to know my time after this. It's been a couple splits. Nice, that spot is a really good aim. So that's the second time that's worked first try. And time. I don't know if you guys actually noticed that it's an audio cue I listen for there, and the game audio is very quiet, so. Okay, that's only 9 seconds behind. So, yeah. 8 seconds behind, sorry. Alright, so yeah, Taurus Trap definitely went good. I mean, I felt like it did good anyways, but that was one of the splits that does have time save. And this is the other one. This split only has like 2 seconds on the, compared to like best segments, but I've never had like a really flawless crocodiles yet. So I know there's still more to be saved on top of that. What I need is for it to bounce to this guy in the corner. That'd be nice. Can those two go in? That'd be awesome. That's cool. I already got 2 in there. He'll go in? Nice. I just need to get these 3 over there. Just boomerang from here. Okay, he's in. This is still slow, but go in there. Yeah, that was terrible. I'm gonna lose time there. The record finishes that at 9:29. That was a 9:11, which is a great number. But last night I finished that at 9:22. I'm pretty sure. And that was like yeah, that's terrible. Didn't feel like it was though. Like the timer looked, I mean the timer was obviously lower, but it didn't feel like that took an extra 10 seconds compared to like last night. Well, I guess we can get the split time here as well. And I'll stop caring until Fluffy probably. Yeah, so that's weird. Like, I feel like that timer almost seemed like it was going faster. Because I only lost 2 seconds there. Apparently. And yet that timer was definitely like multiple seconds slower. Like 7 or 8 seconds slower than what I got last night. This is starting terribly. Oh my god. I'm so glad I don't have to do Sulfur Hux. Like, it's one of my favorite areas in 95% when it goes well, but it's the longest area too. It takes like almost 15 minutes to do that area alone. I think my best is like a mid or low 14, but oh, this camera. That's not the way that camera usually starts. That threw me off. Don't like that hit neither of them. The whole point is that's supposed to be quick to do. Oh my god, what? Without holding a controller, it's hard to explain how awkward it is to do the spinning attack while holding water, because you have to do circle and square at the same time, and that's not really something that's easy to do with the way I normally hold a controller. Or more specifically, mashing circle while doing it is hard to do. I usually will instead move my hands that way. I usually just use my thumb to hit all 4 buttons whenever needed. But instead I'll actually like curl my index finger to hit circle. And mash that while holding square with my thumb instead. You know what would be cool actually is if I could get one of those, just totally lost the word for some reason, like display viewer things. Do you know much about those, Nitruff? If you're alive at the moment. Like where you can like see what someone's pressing on their controller and they show it on the screen. heard she was playing that. I don't know much about it though. Like, I know it's obviously popular. I know it's a good game. I actually own it. I just never played it yet. One hit kill. So I want her to actually land on this platform here. There we go. That's a subtle thing I never thought about until last run. Because instead she falls in the water and I have to wait for her to come back up. Alright, split time there if you remembered, because I didn't remind. If not, I guess what time after Big Bang will work. Because there shouldn't be anything that loses time here. No, it's fine. I know you said you weren't paying attention that much to this. 55:28. Let's see what that is. That's 17 behind. Oh,
Hello,
here, not
Ty.
Boomerang Shop.
Welcome, Tack. Bye bye.
I almost want to slightly call shenanigans on the timing for the wetlands area. Because it was only like... I wasn't 17 behind, I know that much. And there wasn't anything that cost me a whole lot of time in between those two spots. But whatever. Well, knowing how the late game went last night, I was about this pace. And then I suddenly gained, like, those 30 seconds on the final split. So, if nothing significant happens before that point, this actually could still PB. But I'm not counting on it, and I wasn't expecting it to. Sounds about right. So that's last one you said was 17. I was 17 ahead, and this was 15 ahead. So That makes sense because I walked kind of awkwardly in the town, so that cost 2 seconds. That sounds about right for what I'd expect. Yeah, Fluffy's hard from even for me to split properly because it's very random when the cutscene shows up after you hit her. I wouldn't call it like unpredictable, but it's a very weird amount of time and I don't know how long to wait for, so it catches me off guard. It's weird. For the record, I'm mashing triangle when I get out of that thermo there. And yet, on that platform specifically, it just acts up and doesn't actually do it properly sometimes. It's like that in the volcano too, actually. Right before doing the warp ring through the gate. It's like certain spots it doesn't actually let you like get out. Probably should have dived under and started swimming there, but whatever. God, it's hard to know. Like, it's hard for me to remember how many times I need to press triangle for a lot of these things, which is why I end up in the boomerang menu. Destroy all trees. You can't tell me it's not addicting. Should destroy the trees, they're so easy to break. Just one punch and they're all just totally destroyed into a million pieces. Basically Minecraft. Okay, Dennis, hurry up. So the idea is, more specifically, what I try to do is start diving when he crosses this little stump on the right here. Should be fine. I'm gonna speed towards the front. Hopefully I'll be out of the water before he gets there. Ah, that's dumb. So I guess I can go a bit earlier. I feel like that thing usually takes 2 cycles to open. Oh, that's the wrong one. Never Never is like still like my favorite area to do in most runs. There's nothing that is overly difficult in it. This is a really fun, especially really satisfying area to do at 95%. Just for how many things you collect in such a short amount of time. I did the math on it, I think. With the total collectibles, you literally collect like 20% of the game's collectibles just in the Never Never alone within like barely 12 minutes. hate how like not satisfying Ninjas 3 is. The ninjas don't spawn fast enough for the Meg rank to actually be of like major use. The biggest benefit of the Meg rank is just the fact that it just auto targets in on them, so I don't have to aim. If I can not get like murdered by these frills this time, that'd be nice. I'm gonna want to know split time after this. Trying to hit them in a rhythm that results in me standing there when I'm done. So that way I'm close to the thing. I don't have to do any extra walking. Nice. Alright, so this went well for once. Time. Okay. I will do the math on that as I'm walking towards firefight. Or truck stop rather. I always think firefights like right then. Oh my god, what was that? Okay, 107.46. Oh, my splits are not scrolled to that yet. Let's see. There we go, okay. That's still maintaining 17 behind, actually. Same exact pace. So this is still 106 territory. almost forgot. I have the normal timer going on screen, right? So I need to actually remember to stop that when I finish. Probably I won't even ask for a split time for that. I'm just gonna like tab out, leave it as a surprise for me. I feel like that might not have actually gotten in the water, but okay, we're fine. That thing is really picky sometimes. If you do it at a weird angle, it doesn't actually like register that you picked up any water. I missed a fire back here apparently. That's gonna cost me some time. I don't like that. There's like no visual difference as well on the water bucket thing for if you actually have water. Well, I remember to exit town at least. It's the third time in a row that mission has started in that direction for the camera, and I don't know why. Where's he going? What? What was that? Why didn't he slam his tail? He's just like having like a run around the yard like a puppy. Even though he's a dinosaur robot. Okay, I'm good. I had to destroy that tree, even if it meant getting hit. What was that missile strike? Okay, this is still taking forever for him to build here. I don't get it. don't even. Okay, good. That was scary. I thought I was like milliseconds from being caught from that tornado there. I'm trying to do single jumps here as well. That might save time. Ah, okay, maybe no. Maybe not single jumps. There. I don't like how close I am to him. Oh, get away, get away, get away. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna pause and show you in game time just before I forget, and I'll check the timer in a second.